What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. Today guys, I am back with a brand new Forex related video. I hope you all had a great weekend, took some time off and you are ready to smash some profits for this new week. Before I start the video guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to not miss out on any future uploads. Feel free to also share and like the video. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. I will make sure to check every single question out. And yeah, if you want to learn the strategies I use day by day, make sure to DM me privately on Telegram. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me, make sure to also DM me privately. If you want to join my free single group, link will be down below, and link to my Instagram and website will also be down below, so feel free to check them out as well. All right, so let's jump straight into the video subject. Today I'm gonna talk to you guys a very important topic when trading Forex. I'm gonna talk to you about risk to reward ratio, okay? Because I know a lot of people that always ask me, hey man, what risk to reward should I use? Should I go for a 1 to 5? Should I go for a 1 to 10? Should I go for a 1 to 2? And today I'm gonna talk to you about the pros and cons between low risk to reward against high risk to reward. All right, so before I start showing you the equity simulator, because that's how we are going to use today to show you what the difference are, I'm gonna tell you guys two things. First things first, it's very important to determine the risk to reward ratio you want to use. And the second thing is that you should always place trades based on the risk percentage you want to take per trade, not on your lot size, and not on a fixed lot size, and not on a fixed stop loss. Okay, so you should always have a fixed risk percentage you want to risk per trade. I advise 1% per trade or 0.5% if you are on a prop firm account. But for today's video, I'm going to use the 1% per trade because I assume a lot of you guys trade personal accounts. So that's why I'm going to use a 1%. And you also have to keep in mind, before we jump into the equity simulator, and you'll see exactly why, you have to be very true to yourself and ask yourself, do I want to have a big win rate, a lot of trades win in a row, or a low win rate with a high risk to reward? Because this is exactly what we are going to discuss in today's video. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna use a 1000 capital because I know most of you guys have a 1K account, and I'm gonna start off with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. You guys know I like to use the 1-to-1 as well, especially with my scalping strategy that I teach in my mentorship program. And win rate, I'm just gonna input 70% because usually that's the win rate I get. Sometimes I get 80% in a really good week, but let's roll, you know what, let's roll with 75%. All right, between 80 and 70. So let me tell you something. For a 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy, a 75% win rate is really good. Okay, even a 60% win rate is really good because that means you have a edge on the market, and that is everything you need in order to be profitable. So iteration means how many trades we take. I'm gonna input 1000 trades. Over 1000 trades with a 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy, a $1000 capital, and a 75% win rate, we're gonna have 10 different possibilities. Okay, 10 different lines. Risk percentage 1% per trade. All right, so let's run the simulator and we're gonna see exactly what happened. So you can see the max equity would be 6.2K, but let's actually do over 100 trades. 1000 trades might be too long and might take too long. Okay, so 100 trades, we have this minimum equity 970, max equity 1.6K, max consecutive winners 24, max consecutive loser 3, max drawdown 3%, average drawdown 0.98, and average max drawdown 2%. Okay, so these in my opinions are really good results. So over 100 trades you managed to get to 1.6K on average. The best curve reached 1.6K. The average is 1.5. and the lowest curve reached 1.4k, which is still really good in 100 trades. Let's say you take 100 trades per month, you would be able to make 60% in that month, risking 1% per trade, having a 10% max drawdown, which is insanely good. Okay, insanely good. And this is what I want to show you guys. So 24 trades won in a row with a 75% win rate strategy, win rate strategy, and 3 consecutive losers. So in the worst case scenario, you would have lost 3 trades in a row, risking a 1-to-1 risk to reward, risking 1% to make 1%. Okay, so you would have lost 3% in a row, but also you would have won 24% in a row. Okay, which is insane. All right, insane results. Max drawdown 3%, average max drawdown 2%, which is really good, especially for prop firms as well. So with a 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy that has a 75% win rate, you can also risk 1% per trade if you are on a prop firm as well. And as you can see, the results are insane. Very low drawdown, very high win rate. Happy days. Okay, now let me show you with a 1-to-5 strategy, because I know a lot of you like to aim for 1-to-5 because you see all these Instagram influencers post 1-to-20, 1-to-30 hour trades. And this is a thing. I'm not telling you guys that those posts are fake. They are not. I know people that catch 1-to-30 trades. But the thing is that you have to be prepared to get a loss streak, because with high risk to reward ratio strategies, the loss streak is inevitable. Loss streak wins how many trades you lose in a row. So with the 1-to-1, we saw that the max trades we lost in a row was 3. I think most of you guys, if not everyone, is comfortable with losing 3 trades in a row, which literally means a 3% drawdown. Okay, I'm pretty sure every single one of you is prepared for that mentally and doesn't have any issue to run through a drawdown like this. Okay, so now on the other hand, I'm going to show you a 1-to-5 risk to reward strategy, because a lot of you are very tempted to go for these high risk to reward strategies, which again, it's not incorrect, it's not something wrong with it. Big risk to reward strategy also work. But what I want to tell you guys is that you have to be mentally prepared to get in those loss streaks. Okay, so the same thing, 1% risk per trade, 10 possibilities, 1-to-5 risk to reward, 1000 capital. But for a 1-to-5 risk to reward strategy, a very good win rate would be 25%. Okay, for your 1-to-5 risk to reward, 25% to 30% is really good for a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio. I'm gonna run it. Actually no, I'm gonna put a 20% win rate. Okay, a 22 okay percent win rate for a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio. Okay, over 100 trades. If you come to me and tell me that you have a 50% win rate for a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio, I will not believe you. I will never ever believe you, because this is not possible. If this was possible, you would be a billionaire in 2 or 3 years. Okay, this is not possible, and it will never be possible. Okay, why? Because yeah, people tend to do a back test over a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and these 4 weeks they might get a 50% win rate, and they be like, yeah, I have a 1-to-5 risk to reward strategy with 50% win rate. But that's wrong. You have to do a back test over at least 100 trades, at least 200 trades, and that might take months to do it. Okay, so don't come at me telling me that you have a 1-to-5 risk to reward strategy with 50% win rate, because I won't believe you. I know this cannot be true. So let's just go over, run the simulator, and we can see the curve is a lot different as it was on the previous backtest. We can see max equity was 1.8k, so best case scenario we would have been at 1.8k. In the previous backtest we would have been a 1.6k, so yeah, you would have made a bigger profit using a 1-to-5. Minimum equity on the other hand was 820, whereas the last time was 970. Max consecutive winners 3, and max consecutive losers 19. This is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. Are you prepared to lose 19 trades in a row? Are you prepared for that? Because if you are not, you just need to switch the strategy and use a bigger win rate. Because guess what? Even if the strategy is correct, because as I told you guys, a 1 to 5 risk to reward strategy with a 25% win rate or a 20% win rate is still good. You still have an edge on the market, okay? Or a 30% win rate. That's really, really good, okay? So you still have an edge on the market. You can still make profits over the long term, as you can see right here, okay? But I am telling you, are you prepared to get these losers, to get these loss streaks? Because it's inevitable. Once you use a big risk to reward strategy, you must be prepared to get this many losses in a row. It might happen. It might happen. It might happen for you to get 19 losses in a row. Are you prepared for it? Are you prepared for a max drawdown of 26%? Are you prepared for an average max drawdown of 15%? Keep in mind, we are risking the same 1% we risked on day 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy. Yes, the profit, the max equity is slightly bigger, but check the drawdown. Like the drawdown, it's so much bigger. The max drawdown was 3%. Now it's 26%. Okay, so it's a lot bigger. So yeah, the high risk to reward strategy works, but you have to be mentally prepared to get these loss streaks and get through them, and not be like, okay, I'm gonna switch the strategy. This strategy doesn't work, because the strategy does work, but you have to be mentally prepared to get through these loss streaks, okay? So if you are not, please consider using a low risk to reward, a 1-to-1. Even a negative risk to reward can be used. Like a 1.08 risk to reward can be used, and you still will be profitable. So let's say you have a really, really good strategy. You are a really experienced trader and you have a 30% win rate instead of a 22. A 30% win rate for a 1-to-5 risk to reward strategy is amazing. Okay, so if you have this down, you are a really good trader. Let's run it again. So max equity 2.2k, so bigger than last time. Minimum equity 930. Max consecutive winners 5, max consecutive losers 14. Again, are you prepared to lose 14 times in a row? I know it's not as big as last time, but still 14 trades in a row means 14%. Okay? That might be a lot for a lot of you guys. Are you prepared to have a 13% drawdown or a maximum drawdown of 10%? If you are not, then switch the strategy, use a low risk to reward ratio, and go and try again. Yeah, it's a bigger profit, but it's a bigger drawdown as well. 14 consecutive losers against 3 consecutive losers with the 1-to-1 risk to reward strategy. Okay, so now you might laugh at me and tell me, no way, there's no way a 1 to 0.8 profit strategy, risk to reward strategy can be profitable, because this is basically a negative risk to reward strategy. But I'm gonna tell you that it is. I'm gonna tell you that it is, literally with a 75% win rate, risking 1% per trade, risking having a 1 to 0.8 risk to reward strategy, which is actually negative, is a negative risk to reward, you can still be profitable. So let me show you. I'm gonna run it, and boom, over 100 trades, the max drawdown would be 5%. The maximum equity would be 1.4k. The minimum equity will be literally 990, which is nothing, okay? The consecutive winners will be 22, and the consecutive loser will be 5. Max drawdown 5%, average drawdown 1.5, average max drawdown 3%, okay? Yes, I know it's less of a profit, but it's a lot less of a headache as well. Max consecutive losers 5. I think you all are prepared to lose 5 times in a row. If you're not, then you should just quit trading. But are you prepared to lose 20 times in a row or 15 times in a row, as you saw on the high risk to reward strategies? Okay, So if you're not, then don't be too selfish, don't be too arrogant, and just use a low risk to reward strategy. And don't be ashamed to use a 1 to 1, a 1 to 0.8, a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward strategy. Don't be ashamed of it, okay? But if you are mentally prepared to go through these loss streaks, then yeah, you can also use a harvest to reward strategy. You will still be profitable, but you have to stick to your plan. You have to stick to your risk management, because as you saw, if you not use risk management, you ain't gonna be profitable. Because if you risk 1% per trade and then all of a sudden you decide to risk 3% per trade, and you get that max consecutive loser streak of 19 or 20 as you got on the 1 to 5 risk to reward strategy, you will blow your account. Okay, you will blow your entire account, even though your strategy was good, even though you had a good profitable strategy. Okay, so yeah guys, this is pretty much exactly what I wanted to go through this video. I hope you enjoyed it and took value out of it. Make sure to note all these things down, they might help you a lot. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I will make sure to respond to every single one of you. And yeah guys, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.